Here is a long explanation of history. The birth of Vladimir Lenin on April 22, 1870. Vladimir Lenin, a revolutionary thinker who changed the face of the world. On April 22, 1870, in the small town of Simbirsk, now Ulyanovsk, Russian Empire, a baby was born named Vladimir Ilyich Ulyanov, who would later be known to the world as Lenin. He was not only a political figure, but also a symbol of a great revolution that changed the course of history in the 20th century. Lenin grew up in a family that valued education and was progressive. His father was an education inspector, while his mother was intelligent and educated. However, Lenin's life changed drastically when his older brother, Alexander, was sentenced to death by the Tsarist government for his involvement in the assassination attempt on Tsar Alexander III. This incident was a turning point that awakened the revolutionary spirit in young Lenin. Since then, Lenin has studied law, philosophy, and politics in depth. He was greatly influenced by the thoughts of Karl Marx, and became a loyal follower of the ideology of Marxism. Along the way, Lenin became a key figure in the Russian Social Democratic Labour Party and later led the Bolshevik faction, which was more radical than the Menshevik faction. His political activities led to him being exiled many times, including to Siberia and then abroad, but from there he continued to write, organize, and strategize the revolution. The peak of his struggle occurred in the October Revolution of 1917, when the Bolsheviks he led succeeded in overthrowing the Russian Provisional Government and seizing power. Lenin then founded the world's first Soviet state, which became the forerunner of the Soviet Union. Under his leadership, Russia experienced radical changes: the nationalization of industry, the distribution of land to peasants, withdrawal from World War I, and the establishment of a one-party communist system. Although his methods of government were often harsh, and even authoritarian, Lenin was revered by his supporters as the liberator of the working people from feudal and capitalist oppression. Lenin suffered a stroke since 1922 and died in 1924. But his legacy remains eternal. He became a symbol of the struggle of the working class throughout the world, and his thoughts became the basis of global communist ideology. His body is preserved in the Lenin Mausoleum in Red Square, Moscow, where it can still be visited. His birth on April 22 was widely celebrated in the Soviet era and by many socialist countries as the birthday of a great revolutionary. Despite much controversy surrounding his role, from his criticism of dictatorial methods to his harsh policies toward the opposition, Lenin was a figure who shaped modern history. He influenced not only Russia, but also inspired revolutionary movements in Asia, Latin America, and Africa. His ideas on power, the people, and the state continue to be studied and debated to this day. From a small town on the banks of the Volga River, Lenin gave voice to a revolution that resonated around the world.